The internet went wild this week as rumors hit the streets that NBA YoungBoy might finally be breaking his silence on something fans have been buzzing about for months. In this dramatized storyline, Lil Baby reportedly threw a subtle diss, a line buried in a recent track that nobody expected, and it hit YoungBoy where it hurts the most. Social media exploded instantly. Fans are shocked, timelines are flooded with clips, reactions, memes, and heated debates. The comments section. Pure chaos. Inside sources, in this fictionalized retelling, say YoungBoy didn't take the sneak diss lightly. Emotions ran high, friends and family were caught in the middle, and the energy around him went from calm to stormy in minutes. People close to him claimed the family was left divided, with some urging him to ignore it and others pushing for a response. And now, for the first time in this dramatized version of events, YoungBoy is reportedly ready to address the situation, but the way he's planning to respond has insiders worried. Allegiances are questioned, loyalties tested, and the streets are buzzing with one question: will this explode into one of the biggest rap conflicts of the year, or is there a shocking twist nobody sees coming? Stay tuned, because this story is about to get messy, personal, and unforgettable. The night the track dropped, the city felt a shift. Fans in Atlanta, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, everywhere, were refreshing social media like addicts, dissecting every bar, every rhyme, every barely there reference that could be aimed at NBA YoungBoy. In this fictionalized scenario, the diss wasn't in your face. It wasn't obvious. It was a sly, hidden line tucked inside a high-energy track that was already climbing the charts. But the people who knew the streets, the insiders who had their ears to the grind, immediately recognized it. And once they recognized it, it was game over. YoungBoy was at his private studio in Baton Rouge when his manager, Peaches, first brought it to his attention. She walked in, iPhone in hand, face pale. "You need to hear this," she said. The way she said it made him stop mid-step, hoodie half on, sneakers dangling from his hand. "What?" he asked, tension creeping into his voice. "It's Lil Baby. That new track." "Listen," Peaches replied, handing him the phone. She hit play. The beat dropped, and the subtle line hit YoungBoy's ears like a cold slap. "Some move soft, try to ride waves, but everybody see your face." The line was buried between two shout-outs, almost easy to miss. But in this dramatized retelling, YoungBoy froze. His jaw tightened. "Did he just?" YoungBoy whispered, not finishing the sentence. His eyes darkened, and the air in the studio felt electric. Peaches didn't answer. She didn't need to. She knew what was coming. Fans outside the studio had already started blowing up social media, theorizing about the possible subliminal shot, and the comments were brutal. YoungBoy snubbed again, Lil Baby throwing shade, this feud about to get messy. The tension online matched the tension in the room. YoungBoy paced back and forth, fists clenched. In this dramatized version, the betrayal cut deeper because, on paper, YoungBoy and Lil Baby had always been mutual respect rappers. There was history. Shared circles. Collabs that were rumored but never released. And now, this sly jab threatened all of it. "I ain't gone, let nobody disrespect me like that," YoungBoy said quietly, almost to himself. But Peaches caught it. She knew he was serious. "You want to respond?" she asked. YoungBoy shook his head slowly. "Not yet. I need to see who's talking behind the scenes first. I can't just react to a bar. That's weak." "Then what do we do?" Peaches pressed. "Let me handle it," YoungBoy said. He grabbed his hoodie and headed out. The streets of Baton Rouge were alive, the lights of the city reflecting off wet pavement, but in this fictional retelling, YoungBoy only had one focus: find out if this was a personal jab, a mistake, or something deeper. By the time he got back to his penthouse, YoungBoy's phone was blowing up. Friends, associates, even random social media personalities were DMing him theories, clips, and memes. One insider texted, "Bruh, the streets feel this." Everybody think it's about you. Another sent a cryptic message. He ain't just talking, he's testing you. YoungBoy sat on the edge of his couch, head in his hands. He could feel the pressure mounting. Every decision he made now could either escalate this or diffuse it, but in this dramatized scenario, YoungBoy's pride, ego, and sense of loyalty made ignoring it impossible. Hours later, his closest homie, Rondo, arrived. "Man, I seen the clip," Rondo said, pacing the room. "Bruh, people gonna blow this up before you even say anything." "I know," YoungBoy replied. "I just gotta watch the moves before I make mine. Can't let this turn into something stupid." Rondo shook his head. "Stupid? Baby, this ain't stupid. This is, emotions running high. Fans are shocked. The family's already divided. Y'all been cool for months, now this?" YoungBoy's eyes narrowed. "It ain't just about us. It's about respect. It's about legacy." The two men fell silent for a moment. Outside, the city hummed, oblivious to the storm brewing inside YoungBoy's penthouse. But in this dramatized world, the tension wasn't contained. It leaked out. By morning, social media had exploded. Fans dissected every lyric, searching for hidden meanings. Rap blogs went into overdrive. YouTube channels were uploading breakdowns before breakfast. NBA YoungBoy vs Lil Baby, one headline screamed. Subliminal diss or friendly reminder, another questioned. The speculation was relentless. And every comment, every theory, only fueled the fire in YoungBoy's mind. He got a call from his manager again. "You seeing this?" she asked. The comments, the clips, the breakdowns, everybody's picking sides. "I see it," he said calmly, though his voice carried a low, dangerous tension. "And I ain't gonna let this slide. But I'm thinking bigger. Can't just drop a diss. Gotta hit the streets, hit the fans, and make sure it lands." By midday, YoungBoy's team had gathered. They were in a private studio, plotting moves, analyzing potential tracks, talking strategy. In this dramatized story, even family members were involved, mothers, cousins, and longtime friends debating whether YoungBoy should respond publicly, through music, or leave it alone. The room was filled with tension so thick, it could be cut with a knife. One cousin, Tasha, spoke up, "Bruh, you can't ignore this. He dissed you in front of everybody. Fans are shocked. The city's talking. Emotions ran high. You need to do something." YoungBoy shook his head. "I know. But I ain't gonna react wrong. I gotta hit hard, hit smart. This ain't just about bars. This is about reputation, money, respect." Rondo leaned back. "And what if he thinks you're soft? That you don't respond?" YoungBoy's lips tightened. "Then he gone, find out how wrong he is." As the planning continued, another twist came in this dramatized narrative. Word on the street, unverified, whispered through insiders, was that Lil Baby wasn't just throwing shade. In this version of the story, sources claimed Baby had been feeling threatened. YoungBoy's recent collaborations, his rise in streaming, and the buzz around his new album had reportedly made Baby uneasy about his own position in the rap hierarchy. The revelation hit YoungBoy's team like a bomb. "So this ain't random," Peaches said. "This personal?" YoungBoy nodded slowly. "Yeah. Personal and calculated. That's why I gotta move smart." Even fans started noticing the tension. TikTok videos showed clips of YoungBoy listening to the track repeatedly, face serious, hand trembling. Twitter threads exploded, YoungBoy listening to Lil Baby's track like he plotting something, the family divided, emotions ran high, this isn't just rap, this is war. By evening, YoungBoy was ready to respond, but not with a song. He decided on something more dramatic. In this fictionalized account, he called for a live session, unannounced, pulling fans directly into the moment, making sure everyone heard his side before any rumors escalated. When the live started, his face was calm, but the energy was palpable. Y'all know the track that dropped today, right? He said, voice steady but heavy. Yeah, that one. Let me be clear, I ain't gone, let nobody disrespect me or what I built. Not my family, not my city, not me. Fans went crazy in the chat. Comments flooded, NBA about to snap, fans shocked, what he gonna do? YoungBoy continued, this ain't just about bars or tracks. It's about respect. And respect, you can't fake it, the reactions were immediate. Clips of his live spread like wildfire. Pages of blogs speculated about a potential response track, a social media clapback, or even a public confrontation. Even inside his inner circle, debates raged. Some said he should confront Lil Baby directly. Others warned, yo, don't escalate it, the family's already divided, and fans are on edge, but YoungBoy? In this dramatized world, he wasn't listening. He knew what he had to do. This wasn't about clout. It wasn't about money. It was about legacy, loyalty, and respect. And the streets knew it. By the next morning, the city was in full-blown speculation mode. Every radio station, every street corner, some backed YoungBoy, claiming Lil Baby had crossed the line. Others insisted it wasn't even a diss, that people were reading too much into a lyric. Social media polls exploded, was it a diss? Yes/no. Should YoungBoy respond? Yes/no, the tension was palpable, emotions ran high, and the family and inner circle of YoungBoy were left divided. Inside his penthouse, YoungBoy's brother, Jason, paced the room like a caged lion. Bro, you can't just let this slide. The streets are talking, the fans are screaming. People think you soft. I know, YoungBoy said, still calm but deadly serious. But this ain't about being soft or tough. It's about strategy. I can't just react. I need to plan. Jason threw up his hands in frustration. Bruh, it's been hours, man. The comments, the tweets, the live reactions, people are losing it, YoungBoy nodded. Yeah, I see it. That's why I need to handle this right, Peaches chimed in, her tone sharp. Right? Or wrong? 'Cause people already talking like it's a full-blown war. You gotta control the narrative before it controls you, YoungBoy sighed and ran his hands over his face. This ain't just about Lil Baby. It's bigger. It's about respect, loyalty, and the streets knowing that NBA YoungBoy don't get played. That afternoon, word got to YoungBoy that Lil Baby himself had posted a subtle cryptic message on Instagram. Nothing direct, just a caption under a studio pic, energy stays pure. Those who fake it get exposed eventually. Fans immediately interpreted it as a continuation of the diss. Lil Baby doubling down, one tweet screamed. Fans shocked, YoungBoy gotta respond, said another. Comments were relentless, fire emojis, skulls, angry faces. The drama was climbing faster than anyone anticipated. YoungBoy sat in his studio, staring at the phone, tension cutting the room in half. He think this is a game, he muttered. But he don't understand what he woke up today. In this dramatized narrative, that's when another layer emerged. One of YoungBoy's closest confidants, KJ, dropped a bomb. Bro, people on the low say Lil Baby been feeling threatened. You climbing the charts, people comparing streams, collaborations, he ain't used to this kind of competition. YoungBoy's eyes narrowed. So it ain't just a lyric, it's insecurity. Exactly, KJ replied. And when people insecure, they move dirty. The room went silent for a moment. Everyone in YoungBoy's circle understood the weight of that statement. In this dramatized world, this wasn't just rap. This was pride, street credibility, legacy, and the unspoken rules of respect in hip-hop. By late afternoon, YoungBoy decided to take action. Not a track. Not a diss. Not a post. He made a call to a top music journalist in this fictional account, someone known for breaking stories on rap feuds, and asked for a discreet sit-down. The journalist, Malik, arrived at YoungBoy's studio, cautious and aware of the storm around them. "You sure you want to go public with this?" Malik asked. "Once this hits, there's no taking it back." YoungBoy leaned back, arms crossed. "I ain't saying names. I just need people to understand what's happening." Fans are shocked. Streets buzzing. Emotions are running high. The family's divided. Malik nodded slowly. "You're basically confirming the tension without escalating to a war." "Exactly," YoungBoy said. "It's about control. Control the story before it controls you." Meanwhile, back in Atlanta, the fictionalized Lil Baby camp was feeling the ripple effects. Baby's manager, L, was pacing the room. "Man, YoungBoy's people are spinning this. Fans are shocked. Everyone thinks you doubled down on a diss." Lil Baby leaned against the wall, arms crossed, expression unreadable. "They gonna read too much. Let M. read too much." L shouted. "Man, comments are blowing up. Social media is on fire. Blogs are calling this the biggest clash since forever. This could get messy." Lil Baby just shook his head. "Let M talk. That's all they do anyway." In this dramatized scenario, both sides were now caught in a psychological chess game. YoungBoy planning, plotting, controlling the narrative. Lil Baby seemingly calm but quietly aware that tension was escalating. Back in Baton Rouge, YoungBoy gathered his team, cousins, close friends, and collaborators. "We gotta map this out," he said. "We move too fast, fans freak. Move too slow, disrespect grows. Timing's everything." One of his producers, Dre, spoke up. "Y'all trying to make a track or what?" YoungBoy shook his head. "Nah, I ain't trying to go there yet. This ain't just music. It's respect, reputation, and the streets. If I hit wrong, it's bigger than us." The conversation turned strategic. In this fictionalized world, they mapped out potential responses: social media, selective leaks, controlling blog narratives, timing interviews. Every move calculated, every word weighed. That night, YoungBoy went live on Instagram. Fans flooded the stream, comments flying faster than the eye could read. "NBA about to say something." Fans shocked. "What he gonna do?" He stared into the camera, calm but serious. "Y'all know the track that dropped?" "Yeah, that one. Let me be clear, I ain't gone let nobody disrespect me or my city. Not my family, not my fans, not me." The chat exploded. Emojis, fire, shocked faces. Fans were eating every word. In this dramatized version, YoungBoy wasn't just defending himself, he was defending his legacy. "Respect," he continued, "ain't just about music. Ain't just about bars. It's about loyalty, energy, and what you represent. And people trying to fake that? Nah. Can't do it." Later that night, tensions reached a new level. YoungBoy received a cryptic message from a mutual friend of Lil Baby. He didn't mean it, or maybe he did. "Gotta see for yourself." YoungBoy frowned. "I ain't seeing him. Not yet. Not until I know the truth." But the fictional story escalates further. Word leaked, unverified, but viral, that Lil Baby was planning a subtle counter-response track, a few lines that could ignite the internet even more. Social media went berserk. Fans were shocked, commentators were analyzing every lyric, every clip, every wink in a recent interview. The family of YoungBoy, some supporting, some worried, were split. Emotions ran high. YoungBoy spent hours pacing, reviewing footage, messaging his closest allies. He replayed the track line by line, reading every comment, every meme, every theory online. And then he decided, he needed to control the narrative further. In this fictionalized story, YoungBoy called a late-night meeting with Peaches, Rondo, and his cousin Jason. "We go public," he said, voice low but unwavering. "But we control the message. Not the fans, not the blogs, not Lil Baby. Rondo leaned forward, eyes intense. So, like, what's the play? YoungBoy looked at him, jaw tight. We clarify the respect, we address the energy, we don't escalate. But we make sure everybody knows, I ain't soft. And if they wanna play games, we ready. Peaches nodded slowly. Fans are shocked. Streets buzzing. This could blow up bigger than anyone thinks. YoungBoy stood, hoodie tight around his frame, eyes cold. Good. Let it. They need to see who controls the narrative. Who moves first. Who sets the tone. By the early hours, YoungBoy posted a cryptic video on Instagram, no caption, just a stare into the camera, hand gestures referencing loyalty and respect, a background track pulsing with raw energy. Fans immediately exploded. Comments, NBA snapping. Fans shocked. What is he saying? The streets were buzzing. The blogs exploded. The family, though divided, watched every move. Emotions ran high. And in this fictionalized retelling, both sides were poised for a showdown that nobody could predict. The next morning, social media was still ablaze. Clips of YoungBoy's cryptic video were circulating on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Every fan had an opinion. Every blog was analyzing every millisecond. In this dramatized retelling, emotions ran high, and the family of YoungBoy was left divided. Some were proud of the calm, strategic response, others felt he should have hit back harder. Inside YoungBoy's penthouse, the atmosphere was tense. Jason, his brother, was pacing the floor. Bro, you can't just drop that and expect everyone to chill. Fans are expecting a full response. Streets are watching. YoungBoy didn't flinch. I said what needed to be said. Respect is earned, not fought for with bars alone. And I ain't gone, make a move I'll regret. Rondo leaned back in his chair, rubbing his temples. Man, they don't see it like that. People on the low think you weak now. I don't care what they think, YoungBoy said quietly, eyes dark. I care about who I am, what I stand for, and the people who ride with me. That's all that matters. Peaches, sitting across the room, shook her head. The fans are shocked. Comments are going wild. The streets are buzzing. This could spiral if we don't move carefully. YoungBoy nodded slowly. I know. That's why I called the meeting. At that moment, the phone buzzed. A message from a mutual friend of Lil Baby. In the fictionalized narrative, it read, he's planning something. Watch your back. Don't be surprised. YoungBoy frowned, tension rising. Planning something? Like what? I don't know, Jason said, leaning over to read the message. Could be a track, could be an interview, could be some sly move to make you look bad. Rondo slammed his hand on the table. Man, this is exactly what I'm saying. People are watching, families divided, emotions are high, you can't just sit here. YoungBoy exhaled. I ain't sitting. I'm waiting. Watching. Calculating. That's how you win without losing control. By late afternoon, word got out, in this dramatized version, that Lil Baby had hinted at a response in an interview. While nothing direct was said, insiders claimed the energy in the room suggested a warning shot. Fans speculated endlessly, Lil Baby testing YoungBoy, is this a prelude to a full diss? Fans shocked, what will NBA do next? YoungBoy, aware of the speculation, gathered his closest team, Rondo, Jason, Peaches, and Dre, for an emergency meeting. We move now, he said, voice low but commanding. We can't wait for him to set the pace. If they want to play games, we play smarter. What's the plan? Rondo asked, eyes sharp. We control our own narrative, YoungBoy replied. Social media, fans, blogs, we feed them what they need, on our terms. We don't escalate, but we assert. Respect is non-negotiable. In the fictionalized story, this was just the beginning. YoungBoy's team worked on a multi-layered strategy, a subtle social media post, a short teaser of an upcoming track, and direct engagement with fans to assert loyalty and dominance without directly confronting Lil Baby yet. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Lil Baby's team caught wind of YoungBoy's moves. The reaction was intense. "Bro, he's not sitting back," one insider said. Fans are shocked. Streets buzzing. "This could blow." Lil Baby, in this dramatized retelling, leaned against the wall, eyes calm but calculating. "Let him move," he said. "This is chess. Every move counts." By evening, YoungBoy's teaser post dropped. It was subtle, a 15-second video of him in the studio, hands raised in a commanding gesture, eyes focused, with a background track that pulsed with tension. The caption? "Respect ain't given. It's taken." Fans erupted instantly. Comments flooded in, "NBA about to snap." Fans shocked. "What does this mean?" Emojis, fire, skulls, shocked faces. The digital frenzy was overwhelming. Inside the studio, YoungBoy watched it all unfold. "See?" he said, voice calm but deadly. Fans reacting. Streets buzzing. "We set the tone without saying a word. That's power." Jason shook his head, pacing. "Bro, they ain't gone, let this slide. People think this is a game now." Emotions running high. "They see what they wanna see," YoungBoy replied. "And that's fine. We control the next move." Late that night, an unexpected twist occurred. A fan uploaded a leaked snippet of Lil Baby in the studio, seemingly recording bars that could be interpreted as a direct jab at YoungBoy. In this dramatized account, the clip was short but explosive. Fans went berserk. The video went viral. Comments: "Lil Baby sneaking shots." Fans shocked. YoungBoy gonna respond? YoungBoy saw the clip. His jaw tightened. He didn't speak for a long time. The room was silent except for the faint hum of the studio equipment. Finally, he said, "They think they can play with my legacy. They don't know who they messing with." Rondo leaned forward. "So what now? You gonna hit back?" YoungBoy shook his head. "Not yet. But we ain't hiding either. The streets, the fans, the blogs, they'll know the truth soon enough." The fictionalized narrative continued to escalate. YoungBoy called a private meeting with his family, his mother, cousin, and closest friends. "This isn't just about bars," he said. "It's about respect, loyalty, and the energy we put into the streets. If anyone thinks they can disrespect me and my team, they got another thing coming." Fans were watching, waiting. Blogs dissected every post, every story, every subtle emoji. The family was left divided, some urging caution, some demanding a response, emotions running high at every turn. By morning, YoungBoy decided to take the ultimate control of the narrative. He went live on Instagram again, but this time, the energy was different. His face was calm, eyes cold, and voice steady. "Y'all see the track that dropped? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But let me make it clear, respect is everything. And if you can't respect, you can't ride with me. That's all I got to say." Fans exploded in the comments, NBA snapping. Fans shocked. "What will Lil Baby say?" Emojis, fire, skulls, chaos online mirrored the tension in the streets. The fictionalized story reaches a new layer when an insider claims Lil Baby posted another subtle clip, hinting at an upcoming collab he wanted to drop first. The timing? Perfectly strategic to escalate the tension. Social media went into overdrive. Fans debated endlessly. The family was caught in the middle. Emotions ran high. YoungBoy and his team watched it all unfold. "This ain't random," he said. "This calculated. They testing me." Peaches nodded. Fans shocked. Streets buzzing. Energy intense. "You need to move carefully," YoungBoy's response. Calm, measured, and deadly strategic. He knew the streets, knew the fans, and knew the weight of every word, every move. The fictionalized drama had reached a boiling point, tension, betrayal, and loyalty clashing in a digital war no one could predict. By nightfall, YoungBoy dropped another subtle teaser, a 30-second studio clip, hands raised, eyes locked on the camera. Caption: "Respect everything or nothing." Fans went wild. Comments: "NBA about to snap." Fans shocked. "What does this mean?" Emojis, fire, skulls. The frenzy was unprecedented. Inside the studio, YoungBoy leaned back, jaw tight. "They see what they want," he said. "And they gon' learn soon enough." In Atlanta, Lil Baby's team caught wind of the teaser. The response? Calm, collected, but internally tense. The game of strategy and control continued. Both sides knew emotions were running high, both knew the fans were watching, and both understood the stakes: respect, legacy, and dominance in the rap game. The fictionalized saga was far from over. The tension in the streets had reached a fever pitch. By this point in our fictionalized narrative, everyone, fans, bloggers, family members, and even casual observers, was glued to the story. Social media had become a war zone, flooded with emojis, fire, shocked faces, and endless speculation. Headlines screamed, "NBA YoungBoy vs Lil Baby, the subliminal war that shook the rap world." Fans shocked, who will respond next? Family divided, emotions running high. Inside YoungBoy's penthouse, the energy was electric. He paced back and forth, hoodie pulled tight over his head, jaw clenched. Peaches and Rondo sat nearby, eyes scanning the endless notifications blowing up their phones. "They out here making this bigger than it is," Rondo said, voice tense. Fans are shocked, streets buzzing, blogs on fire. "They think it's a full-blown war." YoungBoy shook his head slowly. "It ain't bigger than it is. It's exactly as big as it needs to be. They're testing me. Lil Baby's testing the streets. Testing the fans. Testing me." Peaches leaned forward, urgency in her voice. "Bro, you gotta move before this spins out of control." Families divided, emotions ran high, and the streets won't wait. "I know," YoungBoy replied quietly. "That's why we hit them with the truth first. Control the narrative. Let them react to us, not the other way around." In Atlanta, the fictional Lil Baby camp was quietly monitoring every post, every live, every comment. The subtle disses had exploded into something bigger than anyone imagined. Lil Baby's manager, L, voiced his concern. "They're spinning this." YoungBoy controlling the story. Fans are shocked. The streets buzzing. "This could escalate fast if we ain't careful." Lil Baby simply nodded, expression calm but sharp. "Let him move. Let the fans feel it. Every move is a message. We ain't reacting until the time's right." Back in Baton Rouge, YoungBoy was ready for the next step in his master plan. In this dramatized account, he called his inner circle, Peaches, Rondo, Jason, and Dre, for an emergency studio session. "We move tonight," he said, voice low and commanding. "Not with anger. Not with a diss track. With strategy. Precision. Control. Let them see the energy before they feel it." Dre nodded. "So, what's the play? You trying to hit social media, release a snippet, or go live again?" YoungBoy's eyes glinted. "All of it. But in layers. Tease, control, dominate. Make sure they know, I ain't soft. I ain't fake. I ain't backing down." By late evening, YoungBoy executed the first layer of the plan. He dropped a subtle 20-second teaser of his upcoming track, the beat raw and aggressive, the lyrics hinting at loyalty, respect, and the consequences of betrayal. Caption: "Energy stays real. Fake get exposed." Fans immediately erupted, NBA snapping. Fans shocked. "What does this mean?" Emojis, fire, skulls. The digital streets were burning. In this dramatized story, the tension escalated further when a leaked snippet of Lil Baby recording new bars surfaced online. Fans interpreted it as a direct shot at YoungBoy, sparking endless speculation. The family was left divided. Some said YoungBoy should respond immediately, others begged caution. Emotions ran high. YoungBoy, however, remained calm. "They think they can play me," he said. "They don't understand what happens when you disrespect the streets, disrespect the fans, disrespect the energy." Peaches watched him silently. "Fans are shocked, streets buzzing. They'll expect a confrontation, but you've been strategic so far. Don't let impatience ruin it." "I know," YoungBoy replied. "Control the narrative. Don't escalate without cause. Make every move calculated." As the night deepened, YoungBoy decided to go live once more. The energy this time was different, heavier, more commanding. He stared into the camera, eyes sharp, voice steady. "Y'all see what's happening," he said. "Tracks dropping, energy running high, rumors everywhere. Let me be clear, respect isn't given. It's earned. Loyalty ain't optional. And anybody trying to test that, they'll learn fast." Fans went wild. Comments flooded in faster than the stream could handle. NBA about to snap. Fans shocked. What will Lil Baby say? The frenzy was unparalleled. Even in Atlanta, the fictional Lil Baby camp was monitoring the live, tension running high. "Man, he's controlling this perfectly," L muttered. Fans shocked, streets buzzing, and he's not even dropping a diss. Lil Baby nodded calmly. "Let him. That's strategy. Watch and learn." Back in Baton Rouge, YoungBoy's inner circle was buzzing. The family, though divided, watched every move. Emotions ran high, with some supporting, some skeptical, but all aware of the weight of every action. The streets were watching, fans were shocked, and the drama had reached a boiling point. The following day, YoungBoy released a full 45-second snippet of his track, teasing more lyrics about respect, loyalty, and consequences for betrayal. In this dramatized account, the teaser ignited social media into a frenzy. Fans dissected every lyric, every hand gesture, every camera angle. Comments: NBA snapping. Fans shocked. This is about to be epic. Even the blogs couldn't keep up. Headlines screamed, NBA YoungBoy controls the narrative. Fans shocked. Lil Baby tested, streets react. Family divided, emotions ran high. What happens next? YoungBoy watched it all unfold with a calm intensity. "See?" he said. "Energy controlled. Fans shocked. Streets buzzing. We set the tone without escalating too early. That's power." By evening, in a dramatized twist, a mutual friend leaked a supposed message from Lil Baby, cryptic and tense, implying an upcoming response. Fans were instantly captivated, debates erupted across Twitter and Instagram, and blogs speculated endlessly. The family was still divided, emotions ran high, and the stakes had never been higher. YoungBoy's strategy, however, remained steady. In this fictionalized world, he wasn't just playing for himself, he was playing for legacy, respect, and control of the narrative. He knew that one wrong move could ignite chaos, but his calculated approach kept the tension alive while maintaining dominance. Finally, YoungBoy made the ultimate move. A 60-second Instagram live, face serious, eyes locked on the camera, pulsing beat in the background. Caption: "Respect everything. Fake get exposed." Fans erupted instantly, NBA snapping. Fans shocked. What will Lil Baby say? The energy in the streets mirrored the digital frenzy online. Inside the studio, Peaches leaned back, shaking her head. Fans are shocked, streets buzzing, emotions running high. "You've controlled this perfectly," YoungBoy nodded. "It ain't over yet. But the streets know, the fans know, I ain't soft, I ain't fake, and I ain't backing down. Respect is everything. Loyalty is everything. And anybody testing that, they'll learn fast. In Atlanta, Lil Baby's team watched, tension high. The digital war, the subliminal battle, the calculated moves, everything was in play. The fictionalized story had reached its peak. Fans were shocked, the streets were buzzing, and emotions had never run higher. The saga wasn't over, but one thing was clear: NBA YoungBoy had taken control, setting the stage for a historic showdown that would leave fans talking for months. And just like that, the streets, the fans, and the blogs are left buzzing, trying to piece together what just went down. In this fictionalized account, YoungBoy's strategic moves, subtle teases, and commanding presence have fans shocked, the family divided, and the energy at an all-time high. Social media exploded with theories, reactions, and debates. Everyone's asking, will Lil Baby respond? Will YoungBoy drop the full track? Who really controls the narrative in this subliminal war? The drama has it all: hidden messages, calculated plays, emotions running high, family dynamics stretched thin, and fans hanging onto every move. And the truth is, in this fictional universe, the story is far from over. The tension between these two rap giants could explode at any moment, leaving the streets and the fans in a frenzy. The energy, the loyalty, the respect, it's all on the line. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Did YoungBoy handle this perfectly, or should he have gone harder? Do you think Lil Baby is planning a response that will shake the game even further? Fans are shocked, and the streets are talking. We want to hear your take. Hit that like button if you've been following this saga from the start. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next explosive update. And most importantly, comment below, let us know what you think will happen next in this fictionalized rap war. Your opinion could spark the next big conversation. Remember, this story isn't over. Not by a long shot. The drama, the suspense, and the tension are just getting started. And you're right here, witnessing it all.